Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Social Norm, we go ahead and talk to y'all, man. Today's episode, episode 168. Man, we did a lot, bro. It's called Image of a Woman. Now, the reason I wanted to go ahead and get into this episode was because your boy went on a little datey date.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, the girl, when I went on the date, she actually was dressed pretty decent.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was giving me where I had to imagine how she was actually looking under there.
Some mystique.
I had to get my imagination going. But for whatever reason, we started talking about dressing and about how I told her, I said, today's woman, for whatever reason, when they want to have fun, or they want to have, oh, I got to go on a girl's trip or whatever. I said, why does every time a woman has to have fun, it has hoish tendencies attached to it? That's what so me and her had this conversation. And she was like, well, we're just expressing ourselves. And I said, why does your expression always have to be with you having your ass or your titties out? That's not expression. That's you trying to get attention.
Yeah.
And you're getting the wrong attention. But from that story from the conversation that we was having, she was like, I got kicked out of the casino. And I said, you got kicked out of the casino? She's like, yeah. I said, how do you get kicked out of the casino? I've never dressed any which way that I got kicked out of a place.
Yeah.
Now, I have gotten to where I couldn't go into a place.
Yeah, we've all been there.
But it wasn't because how I was dressed. Or maybe it was how I was dressed, just something a little bit all over that I couldn't.
A little darker.
Yes. So I was like, wait a minute. What was you wearing? Because I know you got a picture of it. Because nowadays a girl doesn't go outside without taking a picture of what she looked like.
Yeah, exactly. And I said to her, I said, it must have been pretty bad.
Yo.
If the casino said you gotta go.
Now this girl was a thicker girl. She had a booty on her. This girl took Daisy Dukes, and cut them up to look like a thong, and then put fishnet. I don't know why y'all think fish stockings is clothing, ladies. It's not. You can't wear fish stockings and then say you can't wear a piece of string and say I'm wearing clothing.
Exactly.
So she wore a fishnet with the Daisy Duke, so it pulled up so literally it was like a Lizzo outfit. Whole ass was out.
Butt cheeks was out.
Butt cheeks and everything. And everybody knows she's like, well, there was a girl. As soon as I said, you're wrong for that. She said, well, there was a girl who wore the same exact thing, but she was skinny. I said, yeah, you had more showing out. She's like, no, I had the same amount. I said, no, you didn't. I said, she had this, you had this. It's more jiggling, it's more showing, it's more. So she was like, well, I don't understand it. All the guys were just running over, calling their mans like, yo, come here. They crowded around me and stuff. I said, and that's what you wanted.
Yeah. What do you mean you don't understand? You understand exactly.
Why do y'all play this game of not acting like you don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You have your titties all the way out, and then you get mad and say, "Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at my titties?"
That's the only thing I don't like about it. Dress how you dress. That's fine. But don't get mad at the result.
I don't think I'm gonna say this, and she had the nerve to get mad, saying, "I don't think a man should tell me how to dress." But see, that's fine. You don't have to feel like a man should tell you how to dress, but don't get mad how men react to how you dress.
Exactly.
Because the reason a man is telling you how to dress is to try to benefit you, trying to help you out so you don't be treated like a piece of meat. But
And
that's what you are going to be treated like.
They don't understand the flip side of that. All attention ain't good attention.
Yes.
There are rapists, murderers, and killers out there.
But see, what I'm realizing is this. Just like the media, just like fame, women need attention. And they're comfortable with getting bad attention or good attention. It doesn't really matter. As long as people are having eyes on them and showing that they're interested in them. And that's the problem. I don't think you ladies understand. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't care. Maybe your self-esteem is so low that you need a man to gawk over you so you can feel better about yourself. But a man is not going to look at you in I don't care if you're the prettiest girl or you're the ugliest girl or tallest, biggest, shortest, fat. If you dress like a whore, he's going to treat you like a piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what I told the girl. I said, look, the way you girls dress today, when I was a kid, and I remember, and maybe you remember this, they had HBO at night. They had the whole Chronicles.
Yeah.
They literally, it was a show on HBO where they documented prostitutes that were living in New York City, I think Chicago or whatever, and they would literally meet with them and interview them and then talk about their life and how they got here and what's their daily routine and all that other stuff. The same way the women dressed then is the same way women dress today in the clubs.
Exactly.
And I was like, she was like, no, we don't do that. I said, yes, y'all do. I literally pulled up a picture of those women in the show versus women today in the club. I'm like, y'all wear the same exact thing. I said, women in the 90s, when they went to the club, I'm not saying they didn't show some skin, but they didn't show what y'all showing today.
It's the whole stripper culture, whole culture. With Cardi B, City Girls.
What's her name? The bald head one.
We
just was looking at her. Wiz Khalifa's wife, ex-wife.
Holy crap! We're doing your name, Amber Rose. And she's like, "Oh, I'm a slut, and I'm proud to be a slut." I think women confuse the social status of what we as humans accept and trying to break through. You can't break what society standards are if society has created them. This is what it is. Whether you want to accept them or don't accept them, it's like women want the privilege of being a woman, but they don't want the responsibilities of being a woman, which meaning carrying herself as a lady, carrying themselves to where they're not showing off their assets and letting men have an image of them of like to respect them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they want the freedom of being.
Like, women can't respect men who just flash their money and try like, oh, I got this, so you should want to fuck with me. Women don't respect men like that, right?
That's true.
Okay, so the same way women don't respect men who flash money or cars or I got this, I do this, I do that. That's the same way, ladies. We don't respect women who show their ass off, who show their titties off, whoever. Even the women on Instagram, we might give a like because we're dudes and we like, yo, I like it gives me an arousal to see that.
Because we're men. That's just.
But I don't respect you as a person. I'm literally looking at you like you are an image you are a wet, damp hole that I'm going to use to achieve a certain goal, and then I'm going to throw you. It's like you ever sneeze, okay, and you need that napkin, you need that tissue to shoot all your snot out at and wipe your nose with, and then what you do with it? You don't keep it around, do you?
You throw it out.
You throw that shit right in the trash and don't think about it the rest of the day. That's how men view you when you dress like that. You are a napkin.
It's
you
like
are a tissue.
They want to do whole things, but without whole consequences.
But that's what we're getting down to on this video. Why do women want to be a hoe? Now, this is the one thing I've realized the number one holiday that women really love to do is Halloween. And the reason they love Halloween so much is because that's the one day of the year they can dress like a whore to the 5th degree and not be judged by it.
Exactly, because that's just it's the holiday.
Because I'm being this. I'm a sexy witch. Yeah, okay. And you know this because women love they get hype over Halloween. So they now they get to show off all what they consider sexy, but it's really just like, yo, you being a hoe.
That's their hall pass.
That's their hall pass of the year. And ask yourself, ladies, why every time you want to have fun with your girlfriends or you want to do this or you want to feel free, do you have to have your ass and titties out? Just ask yourself that. If you one of them girls that always got to have your ass and titties out to fucking go to the club or go to
margarita night
or go to Vegas or go to wherever, it's probably because inside you really are a hoe and you just don't want to accept it. Or maybe, and then if that's the case, then you shouldn't get mad at men for treating you accordingly.
Well, like I said earlier, that was my whole thing about it. Like, don't get mad when people see you that way. What's that saying? You used to have a saying, you know, a cop is a cop by the uniform he wears.
Yeah. And then somebody said, well, what if I want to wear a cop uniform? Well, don't be surprised if somebody run up to you and say, hey, can you help me? Somebody just stole my purse. You look like a motherfucking cop. So the whole concept of a man or a woman can dress the way they want to dress and then they should be treated all accordingly, that's foolish of us. No one's going to do that. The fact is, and it ain't even just your image of clothing, it's how you look, how you carry yourself, how you dress, if your hair's done. I get it. It's a lot of things that come with image. But what happened to the lady? What happened to the image of a woman where it was elegance? It was you want it, like when you see a woman holding her image of a lady, right? It forces men to want to respect her, to have to respect her.
Classy
ladies.
Women.
Look, it's just like you have Big Mama or your auntie or a teacher a lady who always carries herself respectfully. You will never talk crazy around her. You wouldn't swear in front of her.
No.
You wouldn't disrespect her. You wouldn't say vulgar things. But see, when you open yourself up to, I can show my titties off, I can show my ass, I can talk crazy. A lot of times I look at today's world and I was like, yo, how many times have we been working around women and the women are talking just so reckless around us, like we're not there.
Yeah, we were out, so we were working somewhere together, and we had to remind the ladies, like, hey, y'all know we sit right here, right?
They talking about sucking dick, they talking about throwing pussy on this dude, all this stuff, and I'm like, yo, two men are right here. Show us the respect that a man is standing in front of you, and show yourself the respect that you are a lady. That you don't, I get it. There's just like there's locker room men talk, there's locker room women talk. Of
course.
But if there's a woman around, I don't talk like certain things around a woman.
I don't either.
Out of respect for her. Now, when it's just fellas, the handcuffs off, dude. We over there saying what we want to say, and vice versa. But there was always that way of mystery for a woman to where we was like, yo, I don't know what it is about her,
but I like her.
And
maybe that's the problem. You mentioned aunties and grandmas. They don't have those role models anymore.
No.
How old is auntie now? 38, 35.
I know, right? That might be grandma.
I might be grandma 40. Like,
and
it's not the same.
And then not even that. If the grandma, you got a lot of aunties who trying to still be cool, still trying to live their life because they not with a man. Okay, ladies, y'all not with a man, and y'all don't got nobody to tell you what you're doing wrong. and I mean this in the humblest way, like a woman should be accepting of a man telling her, you don't need to wear that.
Or at least her man, if no man. You know what I mean?
Somebody need to tell her, even your brother, if your brother be like, look, don't wear that shit. Girls be like, what you talking about? I'm just trying to express. You don't have, my thing is this, your expression does not have to mean you show off your body.
Exactly. You can still dress modestly.
But see, that's that's the thing though. That's the ego in them. You can't dress modestly. At least a women think. This is what women think. They think they can't dress modest because they got this other girl next to her who is dressing like a whore, and she is getting talked to by guys.
All the attention.
But see, what y'all gotta remember is the guys who are talking to her, they're looking at her like a piece of meat. They're not taking her serious. She's not gonna be his wife. She's not gonna be. She might be his baby mom because he fucked her. He dumb and he didn't put a condom on. But he's not gonna be. He's not gonna claim her, dude.
Yeah, he's not gonna take her seriously.
You can't. And this is the thing. And I've done this before. You get with a girl that you think is fine because she's showing off her body, right? That you've seen. You're like, damn, she look good. You might fuck up the game and actually claim this girl as your own. This is your girlfriend now. You know what's going to end up happening? You're going to try to change her. You're going to tell her she can't be wearing these things because now it's disrespectful to you.
Hey, but you can't do that because that's how you found her.
And then, you know, she's going to say, well, you knew you liked me when I was like this. You're right. And what most dudes do, throw her back into the pond. Good luck. You can swim. Go figure something else out.
And they don't understand that when your man tells you about how you dress, it's not to hurt you.
But they feel like it's hurtful because I'm like, look, you think I want to come to you and say you dress like a whore? Think about this, ladies. You think men want to tell you these things? No. We're just telling you these things because we know men and we know how you're going to be perceived by us. If I look at you and see the whore, I'm pretty sure my homeboy, my father, my uncle, they all say whore, whore, whore.
And that's the thing. They don't understand that it's not just how we perceive it. It could cause a problem.
We could be walking. Let's say she was wearing what this girl was wearing with the Daisy Dukes and the fishnet. We're walking. I could be walking maybe a couple steps ahead of you. I wouldn't be surprised if a dude walked up and just slapped that ass, because you know why? You've already shown you don't respect yourself by wearing that. So why should I respect you?
On our job, when the women come in, they have dress codes for that very reason.
And they fight it so much because they want, I get it, they want to look sexy for their man.
Exactly.
But the problem is women have lost what sex, a lot of women have lost what sexy is. Sexy is not always slutty. Yeah, sexy can be modest and still show a little leg, show a little arm, to where let him imagine what you could look like.
Naked. There's a woman that comes in like full hijab. I'm talking about all you can see is
their eyes.
This you can't see.
And guess what? Them eyes is everything.
And that dude all over her, like she be
all over her, like he getting boom off of her eyes.
Exactly.
Don't even know what she looked like.
Exactly.
Dude, how many times? Think about it. Imagine when COVID was coming around and everybody was wearing the mask. I'm telling you, girls never looked so much better when they had their mask over their face, because I could not tell 100% what she looked like. And then when she took it off, I was a little disappointed. I was like, yo, you looked better with the mask back.
Put that back on.
Because I had my own image in my head. I'm gonna put it as, oh my God, she's probably fine.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like that too, and they don't understand. And we've had to explain to these women that come in, like, look, you with your man, he looking at you, and then the inmate next to you is looking at you. This has happened,
dude.
They get now your man mad because this dude looking at you.
I had a dude who was supposed to take pictures for this couple. The female was a Hispanic, real hippie, like curvy woman, big booty. He took pictures and he's like, let's take some more pictures. I swear to you, I think he took an extra picture for himself. And he was like, when we left, he was like, yo, that one right there was everything. I definitely get with that. And I was like, yo, You ain't lying, bro. That
Yeah.
moment was looking good, but I was just like, you can't. Everybody knows your lady what she looked like. So
Exactly.
regardless is if I want something for myself. You can be my lady, and everybody can see how beautiful you are without you showing your ass and titties off.
Exactly.
Men have imaginations. Men can see what I can see. If you're showing them what I see, that's supposed to be for me. Why the fuck would they even respect what I'm? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, shit, I see that ass and titties.
Exactly. That's why it's hard for men to date strippers. You gotta be a different type of.
You gotta be a dude who just don't give a damn about nothing.
Exactly.
Like women, like, oh yeah, he put his titties in her face. I don't care.
Shoot, we had one come in to the prison. She was a stripper, and some people knew her
From the strip club.
from the strip club.
Damn.
And the boyfriend was mad about it. But I'm looking like, you mad, but you knew what you was getting into. Like,
he mad that everybody knew who
she was.
Oh, what up, Candy?
Yeah, it was just like, bro, this is what it is.
I mean,
and she wasn't dressed crazy like that. She had
she wasn't dressed crazy for the
visit.
For the visit, she was dressed because you ever notice strippers tend to always be very humble dressers outside of the strip club.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're always naked or they're always wearing real slutty things that when they're going on dates or whatever, they try to dress more modest. Because you know what, they try to overextend their modesty because they don't want the guy to think of her as just some sex object.
Yeah, exactly. But you do that every night.
So they wearing turtlenecks and
hoodies and
you're like, yo, I've already seen it. You don't need to wear that turtle.
We know what it is,
you know.
But that's what happens though. But they don't see that side of it, the dangerous side of it anyway.
So now, what do we have at this? What video did you send me?
So I was trying to find a video that connected with this modest clothes wearing. This woman got kicked out of the airport kicked off a plane basically because of the way she was dressed.
Kicked off a plane.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch it and we'll see what happens. But also, I appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel and give us a like, give us a where is this damn video at? Shares our videos, because honestly, without y'all, we really couldn't do what we do.
That's true. It's hard looking for videos sometimes.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up. It does get hard. We'll just watch it from here.
Okay, watch on it.
Hold up. All right, y'all. So we about to watch this video of this girl getting escorted out the plane. I don't know why she got escorted out the plane. I guess means you could have told us.
Well, basically because the way she was dressed on the plane.
All right, let's watch this video. Can I zoom in this?
Plane by police tonight. How's your night going?
No. Okay. I'm actually gonna hear the whole thing.
I was harassed off the plane by police tonight. How's your night going?
Let's see what she's looking like. Okay.
So what happened on the flight?
I was harassed about my outfit.
Okay.
I put my shirt back on.
Okay. So you did have it off?
Yeah.
At one point?
Had this on.
Sports bra.
They asked me to
Show
put
it.
the shirt on.
Okay.
Put the shirt back on. And then they approached me again.
Okay.
Saying that I can't wear this. My stomach is showing and it's inappropriate. Okay. And I said, I'm covered up. I'm fine. And she just kept going. And I said, if you're going to kick me off, then kick me off. I've done what you've asked me to do. I want you to leave me alone.
Okay.
That was the third time they approached me.
Okay.
About my outfit.
Okay.
About wearing this outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what?
That's why you were called. Because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why we're here. So there's, like I said, not any
Pause for a second. She's not showing us well, I want to see what she was wearing completely.
Well,
the image is not showing us good.
Well, exactly. Well, it's a bigger girl.
Now
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at. Ladies, if
Yeah.
you're big as hell, you're gonna get discriminated against. Nobody wants to see, like, you gotta realize society is used to an image from magazines and television of an average sized woman dressed a certain way in a bikini or whatever. So when you get a woman who's plus size, who has big folds, big titties, big ass, big hips, whatever case may be, you're gonna be looked at differently than a woman who is like a twig, who's similar to like a man body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, she took her shirt off and she had nothing but a.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have a sports bra on and you be that big. That's not happening. Matter of fact, I don't think they would allow a woman, if she was smaller, to just wear a sports bra.
Yeah.
No, there's kids around.
In criminal trouble, there's nothing like that. So we're just trying to get your side of the story versus what they're saying. Okay, so there's nothing criminal. They're probably gonna, they have policies for dress code. I
looked at the policy.
I know, what you're saying. I hear your side of the story of it, but they have their policies and stuff they have to follow.
I did follow the policy though. Like,
so
they told me to look it up. I looked it up. I'm within the dress code.
Yeah, the supervisor, the last supervisor, will, after we're done talking to you, she'll talk with you and just hear, voice, get your concerns out, and and get your side of the story with it as well.
I'm being harassed and now I'm being detained.
You're not being detained. I just wanted to talk to you.
You guys come and pulled me off the plane in front of my child. Like, that's detained.
Request of the airline. So we're just trying to investigate and see if there were any crimes that did occur. From what I am gathering, there were not. Okay, so I'm just trying to gather.
Obvious. I wore an outfit. That's what happened.
And that's all I'm trying to determine, because we get a call of someone that can't keep. We're just trying to figure out if there was any crimes, and I'm not hearing.
Can I please go? Can I please? Like, I have a show. I'm supposed to perform in this.
Okay, she's supposed to perform. So
she was a bigger girl, if you can tell. She had her shirt off. She had her stomach hanging out.
I can say I've definitely been a part of where a woman who either was very big or very voluptuous got told, you need to cover up. And the ladies be like, why do I need to cover up? This other girl's not covered up. Well, unfortunately, I don't want to say fat shaming, but there are the honest truth is this. A person who is an average shape, size of what medical people say is supposed to be what a human being is supposed to be in the range of. People in society accept that image more than they would somebody like me who's got a gut, some man titties and shit like that, where they don't like. There's people who just find that disgusting. Because
basically Western beauty standards.
I'm not even gonna say Western beauty. I think in society, there's places where the way you look, think about it. There's a reason why if you're super short, a man, women find you less attractive. There's women who will be like, ugh, he looks, just because he's short. There's nothing that he can do about that. Now, yes, can we agree your size is something you can do about this? There's something you can do about this.
Yes, there is.
And that right now, if I had a sponsor, this time I would come up. But I'm saying the ladies got to understand your image is such important for how people perceive you, that if you're an overweight woman, being modest and being covered up is going to benefit you more than you showing off your folds and your stomach and your. It's just because some people, honestly, I can say this. There's people who look at people like, you can't tell me, and I'm big like I am, that when you see somebody who's 600-pound life, that you don't do this face. It don't make you cringe a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, but they do. But in that show, on the flip side of that, on that show, they always have somebody, which is different.
No, not all the time. They have a caregiver. That's what that is. They don't say they have somebody. That's a caregiver. They ain't doing a damn thing with each other. They ain't going on no damn dates. The date is I just ordered some McDonald's here. Let me feed you. That's what that is. So, you know.
Love that show.
But do you honestly, when you see a woman or a man who's bedridden, who's so big, who's got folds on top of folds, what is your first initial thought?
My first is always, oh my God.
It's like damn, ain't it? It's damn.
As wrong as this sounds, it's always
Now, in the same, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. In the same regard, if you were to see photographs of people who were anorexic or who was during the World War II Holocaust in these countries, how skinny they were. Do you not have the same feeling?
Same exact.
Like get the same. God. Oh my God, dude! I can see his heartbeat.
Exactly.
Like if either way of the extreme, that's how society is. If you're way over here where you're so small that I can see your thoughts, and way over here where you're so large that motherfucker, if you turn around, you in the next day. Those extremes are both going to be, for the average person, for the social norm people, they're going to say, damn.
And people like that, they look at it as body shaming. And a lot of times it's not.
Is it body shaming where if your body makes people uncomfortable? Is that body shaming, or is that making, like, should we accept how you feel if it affects how other people feel in a negative way? What I mean is, so should we disregard the many for the few?
I mean,
and I understand you don't want the few to get misplaced and and not caring about their feelings, but should we care more about the few over the many? That's the question. And I think we pretty much know the answer society has gone towards. It seems like the few are getting more say than the many.
That's true. I mean, on that airplane, I'm betting somebody complained.
100%
had to.
Now, speaking of that, because I told you I did get snitched on today.
Oh yeah, you never told me.
Yes,
you never told me how.
Well, apparently we were working, and me and a couple of people were near each other, and they felt like we were being a little too loud, or maybe congregating around each other a little too much, to where they felt to call our manager to say these people need to disperse from each other and go do some work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an advocate about confronting people.
Yes, you are.
If you try to come around and tell on me, and you have an issue with me, instead of confronting that woman and saying, "Hey, you taking your shirt off makes me feel uncomfortable. Can you please put your shirt back on or cover up in some form?" Maybe she could. I doubt it, because I don't think women take that constructive criticism well. But maybe she would have said, "Okay, no problem," and she would have done it, and they could have gone on to the flight. But some snitch figured to call the manager or supervisor or whatever the motherfucker is to say, "You know what? I don't like what this is, so I'm not going to confront the person. So I'm going to confront somebody else to have them confront them."
Well, my thing is, man, they just probably didn't want that confrontation.
That's the shit. Stop being bitch made to where you can't confront somebody about an issue that you're having.
What if they asked to move their seat?
That's fine.
Like, hey, can
I move my seat so I don't have to see this whale?
Like, don't even say nothing about her. Just, hey, do you mind if I move my seat?
Yeah.
Can I sit in the back?
Well, the question is, they're gonna say, "Well, why do you need to move your seat?"
I'd rather not say.
Well, sir, we can't just move your seat just because you want to move.
Well, can I tell you in private then?
Yeah, you can tell me in private what it is.
This fat bitch over here.
So you snitched. And at the end of the day, your ass snitched.
I'd rather not.
Tell her, "Ma'am, put your fun bags away."
I mean,
and the only reason I'm talking crazy, but because I'm big and I can talk about that big people. Fuck y'all.
But yeah, I mean,
what do you do?
What do you do?
Somebody, I had to tell somebody. I was on a flight to. I can't remember if I was going to London or coming back. Well, you know how they airplanes notoriously small, and the dude leaned his seat back
All the way on your
all the way. Now, normally I don't care because if you know me, I freak out on airplanes, so don't sit next to me. I'm just letting you know. So the dude was sitting in front of me. Now I didn't care they leaned his seat back, but the problem was that he had all these like bumps and moles and shit on his head, and I couldn't stop looking at it because it's in my face.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like,
you're like, dude.
God, what am I gonna do? So I kind of tried to
lean back yourself.
I tried to lean back myself, but then it was time to eat because it was a long flight.
Okay.
So the food came.
Do you feel like some of his mold flake fell on your food?
I'm breathing the same air as these moldy pus stains, all in my eyes.
Oh God!
And I'm just like, all right.
You like, yo.
All right. So I think I'm sitting next to my sister, or I can't remember at the time, but finally I go, hey man, I'm gonna need you to move your seat up. Like I'm trying to eat and your head is all in my face.
You said that?
I said that to him. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. And he never leaned his he never
leaned it up again.
Yeah.
Now you got the result you wanted.
Yeah.
Because you confronted it. But I feel like if you would have confronted it earlier, you probably wouldn't have came at him like, yo.
I know. I was trying to be, and I always tell people like, don't confront me on. In certain times, you don't confront me. When I'm just wake up, when I'm on a plane and I haven't eaten yet. Those are the 3 moments.
Yeah, not eating is big.
Don't confront me.
You could literally get stabbed.
Yeah, because you're going to get a different result. And I was on a plane, and people who know me know I'm afraid of heights and flying. So I was already on 10 at that moment. So I was trying to just, because people around me like, look, just calm down, just be easy. You know, maybe he'll put the seat up. And I gave him a minute, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it that way. It just didn't work.
Well, I'd rather you did what you did than go to the nurse. I mean, stewardess. Can you have him move up his seat?
This bald headed.
Like my thing is this: if I'm right here, could you have, like, you're sitting at a table, I'm sitting there. I was like, could you have this table right here quiet down? You'd be like,
yo, you could just tell me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Exactly. Instead of me just saying, yo, because y'all quiet down. Now, if you say hell no, fuck y'all, I'm saying, okay, excuse me. I just asked them, could you get them to quiet down or get them out of here?
As long as you make the attempt, you can then refer to management.
All right, cool. So, anything else you want to talk about before we get the hell up out of here?
I think we did enough damage today.
All right, y'all. So that's what we wanted to talk about, the image of a woman. Ladies, y'all don't have to show yourselves off in that way. You guys are elegant. We believe that y'all can, how to dress right. All right. Stop showing your ass and your titties. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of our videos. And yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, have a good week.
We out.
That's gotta be racist.
Daddy.